Hello and welcome back again to my channel. So in today's lesson, I'm just going to teach you a very simple, precise, profitable strategy you can use in trading gold. All right, if you've not subscribed to this channel, I'll urge you to hit on that subscribe button and then we can move forward from there. So in my previous video, I already talked about gold. I already talked about the trend when it comes to gold. All right, so when you see here, you can see that we had price moving in an uptrend. This is a monthly time frame. Pay attention, this is a monthly time frame. Then I also confirmed the uptrend with this break of structure over here. I told you that the candle that has broke above has closed with a body and not a wick, so we had a break of structure. Then in that same video, if you've not watched it, you can go back and watch it. I also talked about the fact that the only thing we can have price doing is for price to come back to this zone or this zone as a retest, then we can continue buying, unless of course we break this trend line towards the downside, then we know that the trend has changed. Or of course we can have price coming to this point, then we continue the buying. Those who have watched that video, you remember what I said. All right, so now you see, when I was talking about that, the trend on gold, actually this is where price was on this candle, you see. Then eventually we had this indecision candlestick over here, this indecision candle, monthly indecision hammer candlestick, telling us that there is an indecision between the buyers and the sellers. You can see this week there is nobody that is formed. We didn't even see a bullish body or a bearish body. All right, we only saw the week, which is telling us that there is an indecision. Then right after that, we also had price doing what? The new this new month, which is July. You can see the candle that is forming here, which is a bullish candle. So now we already know our trend. With this bullish candle that has started forming, we have to be looking for buying opportunities, unless of course there is something else that will trigger us to start selling gold. All right, even though we are going to have some sales, which is going to be counter trend, but as it stands now, I am looking for buying opportunities. Then also we have this point here, which price have been rejecting for some time now, so it's possible that we are going to have it like this again, then we continue to the downside, then up again, or we had a break, a retest, then we can continue. Like I said, this is also a monthly time frame, so we are not going to do too much on the monthly time frame. We have to move to the lower time frame, so we are only going to concentrate on this monthly candlestick over here, because this one is done forming. All right, so we're only going to concentrate on this monthly candlestick. This one has done its work already, so now this is for a June candlestick. This hammer is this, how do we call it, this candlestick has done its work already. This hammer candlestick has done its work already. All right, now let's move to the weekly time frame and see what is happening here. You see, so the indecision candlestick you saw, this is it. That's why you can see some bearish movements also in between, because it's an indecision. Look at this bullish movement, then the bearish movement. This is an indecision between these buyers and sellers. This is a weekly time frame. Not on this week, you can see the candle for this week. This is the candle for this week, almost at the same almost the same as the monthly. So this is for this week, and you can see the bearish the bullish movement. This one is telling us a lot. I'm just teaching you a step by step on how to do analysis on gold. This is what I do. That is why if you are in my channel, you will love my trades, you love my signals anytime I drop gold, because 95% of the time our TP is always triggered. Then we have this resistance zone over here, this support zone over here. So you can see price is now playing in between the resistance and the support, in between the resistance and the support. So it's obvious that from here we are going back here, then we come back, or we had a breakout, a retest, or better still, this week over here, it is coming to few these weeks over here. Then the next thing on price would continue. Like I said, this is a weekly time frame, and I always concentrate on what price is telling me currently. All right, so let's move to the daily time frame. This same analysis I did, or this same signal, has been posted in my Telegram channel. Over 50,000 Telegram channel subscribers. I posted this and we all made money. That is why I jumped on my screen to do a simple analysis for you to also see how I took my trade, or the strategy I use in trading gold. All right, so at this point, this is a daily time frame. We had a double top here. That is why you see that immediately price got there. Look at this week. You know, these are some of the secrets I teach you don't know about. So when you come for my mentorship, you realize that I teach you some things that you would also use to make money. You know, anytime I'm making an analysis, I hear a lot of people saying my analysis looks simple, but I can tell you that it takes time and experience for you to analyze the market like this, for it to look so simple. So this is the daily time frame, and on the daily time frame you can see that when the double top was formed and this rejection happened, we had price moving towards the downside, which is this sell to this downside, eventually coming to this demand zone that has broken structures. All right, so this is the demand zone that has broken structure. Then we had price moving up a little, but we were not able to move to the upside until we had this consolidation at this point. All right, then eventually we had price moving like this. Now when this was also happening, I also bought from this point. I sold to this point and also bought when price is moving to the upside. Now the reason why I bought is that I was looking at two main points on this chart. You know, we always need to play safe, all right, because anything can happen in the market. I always say that the market is not for our father. We are playing smart against the smart traders, which ends up being a zero-sum game. So you always have to play safe. Always make sure you also take profit when you at least reach at least 1:2. When you at least reach 1:2 risk to reward of whatever analysis you've done. All right, so when immediately price got into the demand zone, I entered from here. Price reversed a little, then up again, then I took my profit at this point. All right, I took my profit at this point, depending on what I was seeing here. When a lot of traders were looking at taking their profit here or taking their profit here, I have already booked my profit again with my community members, because I know what I was doing from here to here, from this point to this point. This is a lot of pips. All right, I think I made almost 500 pips or 5,000 points, yes, trading just from here to this point. This is on the daily time frame, so I took all the entries on the 4-hour and the 1-hour. Now you can see that immediately price got there, we had a reversal towards the downside again. But remember, this is now our support zone. Okay, so you can see how price is rejecting the support zone from this point. So we need to be extra careful if we are trading at this point. But since this is the support zone that price has been rejected, immediately price touches the support zone, there we have to be looking for buying opportunities on the support zone. You see how simple my analysis looks. All right, no stress, in fact no stress at all. So this was the buy I took. You can see the buy here. Let's delete this. So this is the buy I took at this point. I took the buy here and I took my take profit here. We caught the buy from this point and I took my take profit here. Then we had a massive fall to the downside again towards the resistance point. Now let's look at something here clearly. All right, this is the 4-hour time frame. So now right on the 4-hour time frame, we had price again coming to this point. You always have to work with key levels. That's why I'm teaching you how to trade with key level, possible points where price can reverse. All right, so this one has broken a structure. That is why price came back to tap into that zone. Now all these movements here, we actually missed all this movement here. We didn't take any of these trades. I wasn't actually online, so we didn't take any of these trades. Then eventually, what did I look out for? Now we want to talk about what is happening on price currently. Okay, like I always say, I look at what is happening on price currently. So this is price here currently. Like I said, you need experience to be able to see whatever is happening in this market. You need experience. All right, now look at this point. At this point we also have this trend line here. Yeah, this trend line here that was broken. The trend line, this is the 4-hour time frame. The trend line, you know, even though price was supposed to get here and begin buying, there was nothing like that happened. So we had this trend line that was broken and price came for a retest again on the trend line before we had a move again towards the downside. Now this is where price is currently. You as a trader, when you see this, what are you going to do? Because we have a point here, we have this zone here, All right, we have a zone here. Look at this zone. We also have another one here. Okay, then now price is currently in this zone. Would you wait for price to break out before you buy, or you are going to sell, or which one are you going to do? Now remember, when I was teaching on the monthly time frame, I said we were in what? In an uptrend. Just move with the trend. It's very simple. We also saw a very strong resistance and support zone, sorry, a very strong support zone, which is our key zone. So what are you going to do here? You have to start looking for your chart patterns. You have to start putting your trend line and other stuffs together. So here, let's see if we are going to get any pattern we are looking for. Let's see if we are going to get something here. You see, we had this, so we had price moving to the upside and then now consolidating in this peanut. So eventually we are going to have a move like this. You see, this is a bullish peanut, all right, or whatever name it is called. You see, so this is one of the strategies I looked at. Okay, let's look at the next one again. So if some of you think chart patterns and other stuff do not work, I can tell you, you are not learning the right thing from the right people. Come and join our mentorship. We'll teach you everything for free. But not for free, you definitely have to pay something. Then from there also, what do we have here? Look at this zone here. This is a resistant support zone, support and resistance zone. Okay, you can see that price has been bouncing. I'm just giving you a secret. You can see that price has been bouncing up from that support 10 resistance zone. So we've gotten how many confluence? We've gotten first confluence, we've gotten the structure as a confluence, we've gotten this key zone as a confluence, we've gotten this one also as a confluence. All right, now let's add the third confluence. So the third confluence now is going to be our head and shoulder. So we have this here. This is our left shoulder. All right, we have our head here. Then we now have the right shoulder. Okay, we now have the right shoulder. So eventually, if you see this, what will you do? This is very, very simple. Okay, look at the first. This is the left shoulder, this is the head, this is the right shoulder. So we are just waiting for the next shoulder to break above this point to this exact point that will be our take profit. So you see the number of confluences I put. We've gotten almost 3 or 4 confluences. Now let's go and look for the third or the fifth confluence. Okay, so we've gotten all these ones. Let's now go and see where we are going to get our entry. All right, so now this is on the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, look at this rejection. For me, if I see this, the only thing I'm going to do is to just drop my XL a little below this point. You should know that gold can give you almost 50 points, 50 pips in a day, can give you 100 pips in a day. That's why most people also trade gold, because it's a safe haven, right? So most people trade gold. So this is now on the daily and on the 4-hour time frame. Let's now move to the 1-hour time frame and see what we have over there. So this is now the 1-hour time frame, and to be at a safer side, I took my first take profit. I think I took my first take profit here. All right, my SL a little below. I took my first take profit here. Then I took the second take profit here, and the third one here, somewhere here. So we are looking at seeing price moving to the fourth take profit, where we have our last take profit. All right, so now look, I even showed you on the 4-hour time frame the candlestick confirmation I was looking for, and when you look at this place too, you can see the confirmation very well. This is very simple. You don't need any prophet to tell you what to do after seeing all this. You don't need any prophet to tell you this. I'm stressing on it again. You don't need any prophet to tell you this. You just need experience. Master your skill. All right, and you know I love swinging, so this is a swing trade for me, which I held from, I think, from Monday or Friday till now. All right, now let's look at the reaction of price. Let's see what price has got to give us. All right, so you see our first take profit is triggered. You see our first take profit is triggered nicely. All right, this is just very, very simple. We just put some 2-3 things together, and we made money in my VIP. Personally, I also made money, and also made money on some investors account. All right, now let's look at how price is going to play out to the end. So you can see what is happening nicely here. You can see how gold is moving nicely. You need to be patient. We've already seen where our zone is. We've already put our Excel there. Once you know what you are risking, I think you don't need to panic. This is one of the problem a lot of traders have. All right, you don't need to panic at all. You see, our third take profit has been triggered and we are waiting for the last take profit to trigger in my VIP. So if you join the VIP now, just link in the description, you see this, you see the signal I gave out and so far where price have gotten to. So this is how I trade gold on daily basis with a very simple analysis. I'll see you in the next video. If you've not subscribed, just hit on that subscribe button and also leave a comment in the comment section. I really appreciate you all for the love. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.